Welcome back, Patreon family. Thank you so much for the support. It really is very much appreciated. As a way of engaging on a deeper level with the Flare community supporters, in this series, I'm asking you to define the topics I discuss each week. Comment below with anything you like. It could be Flare or Songbird related protocols, a specific NFT project or decentralized application, DeFi strategy, whatever it may be, let me know down below. This series will launch exclusively for Patreon members and made public 1 week after the initial release for everyone else. If you're yet to join the Patreon family and want to take your support to the next level, feel free to check the link below for all the amazing benefits you can receive as a member. So with that being said, let's jump into today's topic. So in the first episode, I really want to just circle back and give a high-level overview of the Flare network and fundamentally why I think it is a network built for the future. The community has grown massively over the course of the past 2 years, and I feel like some of my earlier videos and very important videos may have been overlooked by those who may not have been around from the very start. So today what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out, looking at all the critical components and protocols which make Flare so special. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to define the goal of the Flare network, and that is to connect everything. You may have seen this as their tagline. Flare's ambition is to provide interoperability and unify liquidity in the crypto space. And today we're going to talk about how Flare will make this vision a reality. So we're going to start with the fundamental attributes of the network itself. It's very fast, it's scalable and efficient, capable of processing smart contracts due to the integration of the Ethereum virtual machine. Now, the Ethereum virtual machine, commonly referred to as EVM, has no dependencies on the Ethereum network. It is simply a component which allows the network to process smart contracts. There are many networks which have integrated the Ethereum virtual machine, and many decentralized applications have been built to utilize it. Now, this is great news for developers who may want to migrate decentralized applications to an attractive network such as Flare. The reason Flare is so fast, scalable, and efficient is actually due to the consensus algorithm. And that basically is the way that nodes on the network agree that a transaction is true. Flare uses a consensus algorithm called Avalanche, which has been modified to work with federated Byzantine agreements. Now, this is definitely a topic for another day that I will expand on a later video, but the main takeaway is that Flare is extremely fast, scalable, and efficient for this reason. Now, these are really great attributes, there is no doubt, but what makes Flare a cut above the rest is the novel protocols built upon this amazingly strong foundation. The first thing that we can talk about is the Flare Time Series Oracle, commonly referred to as the FTSO. It's an on-chain oracle responsible for providing the network with prices which can be considered decentralized. So you may be wondering, how does the FTSO output decentralized price data for a plethora of assets? Well, there are hundreds of entities we refer to as signal providers, and each signal provider provides price data to the FTSO for numerous assets on the network, and they do this every 3 minutes. Each signal provider sources the data independently from numerous exchanges using their own proprietary algorithm to submit data to the FTSO which they believe to be accurate. The FTSO then gathers and ingests this data from all the signal providers, and after truncating the data by removing the top and bottom 25%, outputs a calculated average. This output is then publicly available for all decentralized applications on the network itself. Signal providers who submit data which is close to the output of the Flare Time Series Oracle are rewarded in the native asset of the network, Flare, ticker symbol FLR. FLR is an inflationary asset, and some of the inflation will go to those who provide infrastructure support to the network. but the majority of inflation will go back to you as a participant of the network. And this is because holders of Flare can delegate to a signal provider, basically putting your belief in the fact that they will provide accurate prices. And if they do, you get rewarded, and some even offer additional rewards in the form of NFTs, issued assets, and much more. The Flare Time Series Oracle is often referred to as the beating heart of the Flare network, and for a good reason. Next up, we have the State Connector. It's a smart contract running on the Flare network that allows anyone to query information from outside the Flare network. It does so in a decentralized manner because there is no single party in control of the process, and it also does it securely because it takes a lot of effort to disrupt this process. This is accomplished by using a set of numerous attestation providers which independently fetch information from the world and deliver it to the Flare network. The State Connector smart contract then checks if there is enough consensus among the received answers and publishes the result if so. This provides a very powerful tool for applications looking to create decentralized applications requiring reliable data outside of the blockchain ecosystem. The potential value that this protocol unlocks is vast. Now, let's briefly touch on Layer Cake, which provides fast, decentralized, multilateral, and insured bridging. Layer Cake bridging will be fully insured, enabling smart contract assets to move safely and securely between different chains. This is Flare's novel solution to building better bridges, and it's unlike anything we've seen in the crypto space so far. These bridging protocols allow for Flare to connect to multiple networks directly in the form of F-assets. F-assets are assets that are dynamically created and destroyed on Flare, which represents the derivative of the native asset on another chain. This allows Flare to have the potential to be a community of communities, allowing single applications to serve numerous networks by allowing each blockchain native asset to be represented on Flare, unifying liquidity. Put simply, Flare will connect everything. So that marks the end of today's ramble. Thank you so much for listening, and if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like. Don't forget to drop your suggestions in the comment below for the next topic to be discussed on the Patreon Appreciation Podcast. Thank you all for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.